It's Tootsie Toy time. I've got a bunch of these little Tootsie Toys that I've picked up over the past year and bulk lots of cars that I bought off eBay. And, it seemed like a lot of times there were a few of these thrown in those boxes of cars. So I'm going to start restoring them. I've seen a bunch of guys do videos where they've restored them and they had fun doing it. I thought I'd join in the fun. Probably the one who seems to do the most of them is Opa. Those always turn out great. So took this little wedge dragster. That's what this one is. Threw it in some citrus strip and then went over it with the wire wheel. Cleaned it. I didn't want to make it too fancy. Went over it with the Scotch-Brite pad. I wasn't trying to get rid of casting lines or anything like that. I'm trying to do a restoration to an extent, and so I'm just cleaning it up, getting it a little shiny before I throw some paint on it. This one was purple to start off with. It wasn't in terrible shape, as you could see from the earlier picture, but it wasn't in great shape either. Some of the ones I have are really beat to hell and painted other colors. This one, I ended up just shining it up. I pulled the wheels off of there, used my Dremel tool to take off the ends of the axle, one end on each axle, pop the wheels off, and they came off pretty easily. It wasn't too bad at all. Unfortunately, I don't have any purple paint of that same color, so I thought, well, if I'm going to do a dragster, what colors do I have that are dragster appropriate? What kind of paint do I have that I can just throw on here? There it was. Krylon Gloss Banner Red. 25% more. Such a deal. So that's what I used. And that's how it turned out when I hit it with the paint. I didn't bother putting primer on it. It's primer and paint in one. It's a Tootsie Toy. We're not going to go too damn fancy with this thing. So then I thought, let me polish up the axles. And I've seen the guys throw them in the drill and then hit them with steel wool or sandpaper or whatever they were using at the time. I had sandpaper. Oddly enough, this was more difficult than it probably should have been. I had a hell of a time for some reason. But it turned out well. I was happy with the results. Yeah, you see the white paint on my hand. That's from another Tootsie Toy I'm working on at the same time. I threw 4 of them in the citrus strip tub that you saw earlier. So, like I said, I got a bunch of these little things. So I'm just going to do them for fun, knock them out here and there, just for shits and giggles. So, got this one, got the axles nice and clean. I'm not going to make you suffer through seeing all the axles. I cleaned up the tires too. The tires were pretty dirty, and I got the axles looking good. By the way, I didn't completely take off the ends on those when I used the Dremel tool. There's still enough to kind of keep the tires on there until I make a tool kind of like Marty has on the drill press to round off the ends. But after washing the tires, I thought, well, let me go over them with a little Nuln Oil, Citadel Nuln Oil, which is just basically a black wash. Went over them, and that thing in the back is a dried out sponge that I'm using to hold these toothpicks that I put the tires on. But this worked out pretty well. These Tootsie Toys couldn't be any simpler, and honestly, it was a fun little quick project. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I think on some of the future ones, I might detail them a little. There's this sick part of me that wants to throw some different wheels on them. Not on all of them, but on maybe some of the ones where I don't have all of the tires, and just throw some Hot Wheels on them. Or I won't go totally crazy. I won't throw real riders on them or anything like that. I'd catch hell for that. But maybe something kind of basic. Lord knows, it probably look like crap, but I don't care. Give it a shot. So you can see how dry that damn sponge is back there. I mean, it's holding, it's not like that sponge is soft at all. That thing is totally dried out. So it holds the toothpicks really well. I guess I am making you suffer through quite a bit of this. I was thinking this video would even be quicker than it is now. But the reason my hand is white is because I was painting a wrecker. I have a Tootsietoy wrecker that I'm going to be doing hopefully here shortly. I'm working on the K7. You probably saw that in the background there earlier. And on that one, I'm getting the axles in the base and going to have that. I'm hoping to finish that up in the not too distant future. But there we go. We have those looking good. Now it's time to throw this thing together. To say there's not a lot of moving parts to this project is putting it mildly. And yet I still find a way to have problems with it. So pop the tires on. Can't get easier than this, right? Wait for it. I'll find a way to have a problem. Oddly enough, what it was one of the axles, I left a little more on the end than on the other one. And so I thought I could just easily fit them through. Either way, I thought they'd be interchangeable. Let me put it that way. And if I can find a way to have a problem, I'll find a way to have a problem. Yeah. Can you see the confusion? Oh, wait a minute. That fits. Come on. Get in there. Get in there, you rat bastard. Come on. When in doubt, force it. So anyhow, that kind of shows you I probably left more on the ends of the axle where I did actually grind it down a little bit than the other people have. But I wanted a little something to still keep the tires on there until I can really peen them over or do something like that. But these things are simple. If you have any of these things, you really should just strip them and paint them and have some fun. You know, there's nothing easier than this. You can't go wrong. You're not spectra flaming them all. You're not going for a high gloss. It's a Tootsie toy. So there we have it. Yeah. Whoa. What an amazing job. Hey, I'm happy with it. Come on, it's a Tootsie toy. It was fun. Anyhow, I hope you like this video. I had a lot of fun doing it. Had a lot of fun with this Tootsie toy. It was mindless joy, which I think Tootsie toys are designed to give. Anyhow, stay tuned for more Tootsie toys in the future and some more complicated builds. I've got some chops in mind. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there, everybody. Stay healthy.